Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Titans. Henry, 77 yards.
And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback, former 6th overall selection from Duke. It's Daniel Jones.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete, as long as he takes care of the...
He's got a man, complete, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Devin Hester, 69 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Alexander. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On 2nd down, it's Alexander. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Jones, a final shot before break. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from the former Duke.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
hands it off out of the gun.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he gets this up past the 30.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On first down, Alexander. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.